Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you watch this video. I pray that you are doing well. I pray that the Lord is blessing you and that you are standing tall, standing strong, and sharing love and caring. And even if people are rolling and kicking you and beating you down, I hope you guys are doing okay. I'm keeping your chin up, no matter what's going on. Leanne, congratulations on going back to work. I'm glad your knee is up to par, and that it's a triumphant return for you. So that's awesome. I'm glad that the prayers really helped. It is Tuesday. I just restarted this video because I started rambling because, like, yesterday I had thought yesterday was Tuesday, but yesterday was Monday. Yeah, I can't get these days straight. Whatever. Happy Tuesday. Gonna take a pause. Said yesterday I jumped back in on Romans 12. Well, I'm not thinking about it. This week is a very holy week. You had Good Friday, and over the weekend had Passover. So, this is the Holy Week where Jesus is going to be entering into Jerusalem. So I'm going to take a break from Romans one more time and just kind of read a little bit about what's going on leading up to when Jesus is crucified. So we're going to jump right in and start reading from Mark 11. When they approached Jerusalem at Bethphage and Bethany, near the Mount of Olives, he sent two of his disciples and told them, "Go into a village ahead of you. As soon as you enter it, you will find a colt tied there on which no one has ever sat. Untie it and bring it. If anyone says to you, 'Why are you doing this?' say, 'The Lord needs it and will send it back here right away.'" So they went and found a colt outside in the street tied by a door. They untied it, and some of those standing there said to them, "What are you doing untying the colt?" They answered them just as Jesus had said, so they let them go. Pause right there. In other accounts like Matthew, Jesus tells them to get a donkey and a colt. And when you're dealing with the four Gospels, you've got four different accounts. You've got four different eyewitnesses, and those eyewitnesses are writing to different people. Mark, I believe, is writing this out of listening to Peter stand up and talk and preaching. So he's writing that from listening to Peter preach, and so again, you've got four different accounts, four different people that they're speaking to, or peoples that they're speaking to. So it's kind of a way of, like, one person's over here saying, "Well, this is important, so I'm just going to say this," and where this person's over here saying, "Well, this is important," because, like, Matthew wants to make it clear that in Zechariah 9:9, the prophetic word is being fulfilled here. And I'll read that afterwards. But I just wanted to jump in and say that because there are, some people say, "Oh, he's riding on a donkey." Other people, "I thought he just rode on a colt." He rode on both. He rode up and down, from my understanding, up and down the Mountain of Olives on the donkey, and then the colt he rode into Jerusalem. So, get back into it. They brought the colt to Jesus, and threw their clothes on it. And he sat on it. Many people spread their clothes on the road, and others spread leafy branches cut from the fields. Those who went ahead and those who followed shouted, "Hosanna! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. Blessed is the coming kingdom. And our father David. Hosanna in the highest heaven." Excuse me. He went into Jerusalem, and in the temple, after looking around at everything, since it was already late, he went into Bethany with the 12. The next day, when they went out of Bethany, he was hungry. Seeing in the distance a fig tree with leaves, he went to it. He went to find out if there was anything on it. When he came to it, he found nothing but leaves, for it was not the season for figs. He said to it, May no one ever eat fruit from you again." And his disciples heard it. They came to Jerusalem and went into the temple and began to throw out those buying and selling. He overturned the tables of the money changers and of the chairs of those selling doves, and would not permit anyone to carry goods through the temple. He was teaching them, "Is it not written, 'My house will be called the house of prayer for all nations'? But you have made it a den of thieves." The chief priests and the scribes heard it and started looking for a way to kill him, for they were afraid of him, because the whole crowd was astonished by his teachings. Whoa, rough shape tonight. Let me see. Whenever evening came, they would go out of the city. Early in the morning, as they were passing by, they saw the fig tree withered from the roots up. Then Peter, remembering, and said to him, "Rabbi, look, the fig tree that you cursed has withered." Jesus replied to them, "Have faith in God. Truly I tell you, if anyone says to this mountain, 'Be lifted up and thrown into the sea,' and does not doubt in his heart, but believes that what he says will happen, it will be done for him. Therefore I tell you, everything you pray and ask for, believe that you have received, and it will be yours. And whenever you stand praying, if you have anything against anyone, forgive him, so that your Father in heaven will also forgive you your wrongdoing." They came again to Jerusalem. As he was walking in the temple, the chief priests, the scribes, and the elders came and asked him, "By what authority are you doing these things? Who gave you this authority to do these things?" Jesus said to them, "I will ask you one question, then answer me, and I will tell you by what authority I do these things. Was John's baptism from heaven or of a human origin? Answer me." They discussed it amongst themselves. "If we say from heaven," he will say, "then why didn't you believe him? But if we say of human origin," they were afraid of the crowd, because everyone thought that John was truly a prophet. So they answered Jesus, "We don't know." And Jesus said to them, "Neither will I tell you by what authority I do these things." That was Mark 11. Let's jump back to Zechariah 9:9. And there we go. Okay, so the coming of Zion's king. Zechariah 9:9. "Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion. Shout in triumph, daughter Jerusalem. Look, your king is coming to you. He is righteous in victory, humble and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey." A little bit further, that has no worries. So yeah, so it was written by Zechariah that Jesus, the Messiah, would return on a donkey. So Jesus has now entered Jerusalem, and this is leading up to the night in the Garden of Gethsemane. Oh yeah, I got that word right. Gethsemane. And where that night he prays so fervently, and so he was so stressed that he was sweating blood, and that also that night his disciples could not stay awake the whole time, under great stress. I imagine I get it. Under great stress, your body is pretty beat up. So yes, so that leads up to that, and then the betrayal of Judas Iscariot, and bring him selling Jesus out for 30 shekels of silver. So that's it. I just wanted to share that because we're in the Holy Week. Again, it's all about Jesus. It's all about love. So on that word and on that note, I am going to bid you adieu. I am going to go and take a long post-winter's nap. Sound good? Yeah, sounds good. I hope you guys are doing well. I love you, and I pray that you have forgiveness in your heart, and that you can stand strong in adversity, because this world is an adverse place. So until tomorrow, I love you and be safe.